Around the world, first-person shooter games are being used to train soldiers for combat.
Most countries' budget, military budget relative to the U.S. is considerably less, so they don't really even have the resources to run actual boots-on-the-ground training like we do. So they do almost all of their training virtually.
If a country can afford a $10 million or $20 million plane, they can afford a $3,000 PCU with a flight simulator.
Virtual war training is utilized throughout Europe, Australia, and Southeast Asia. Companies like ITSA, the International Training and Simulation Alliance, actually work to link networks together to simulate larger conflicts around the world. For example, the U.S. Army has engaged in war simulations multiple times with Taiwan. Other countries, such as Singapore and Indonesia, engage in mock war exercises as well.
Range 675, driver up, fire.
Today, when we're trying to prepare our kids for increasingly virtual wars, it's not coincidence that they're going to end up playing video games. You know, this is the way wars will be fought in the future.
And so the future of war is the interfaces and weapon systems going to look like games. It's going to have joysticks. It's going to all be electronic. In fact, we're probably halfway there in the military right now.
These kids have grown up for 18 years with this controller in their hands. How can we get our tanks to be controlled with this similar controller? How can we get communication systems to be controlled in that way? They're trying to leverage basically the skills that players have learned over the years of growing up playing video games.
This new technology is undeniably potent, but people disagree on its best application.
There are great benefits in simulating war. Obviously, if you prepare for worst-case scenarios beforehand, you're better prepared. The danger, however, is if the simulations get too good, that you begin to mistake the representation for the real thing.